Hello everyone, this is the Discovery Hour. We were working on getting ready. We have City Blooms in the room with us. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
What is up, guys? I'm Lily.
I'm Vienna.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have them in tonight. I've seen them play 3 times and they're really good. You guys want to start us off with a song or?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, let's get into it. Woo.
Started us off really sad. Am I alone? I never know, but I'm looking for somebody. Put on a show, no one will know that I'm looking for somebody to save me. Come on and save me. Springtime, we've got the windows open, I'm so dry. I've got band-aids on my fingers from the dry cuts. Watch me as I cry out my eyes anxiety for somebody to see me. Springtime, you've got the windows open so I hear you. Am I alone? I never know, but I'm looking for somebody. When I'm a show, no one will know that I'm looking for somebody to save me. Come on and save me. It's fall now, or at least I think it will be soon. I'm just about to give up on the things my parents told me to look forward to. So many people are watching me fade away. They must not see it, or they must not care for me that way. Am I alone? I never know, but I'm looking for somebody. On the show, no one will know that I'm looking for somebody to save me. Come on and save me. Come on, save me. Come on and save me. Come on. Am I alone? I'll never know, but I'm looking for somebody to fill that hole, to clean me up from the inside. I need someone to save me. Thank you.
What was that one called?
That's Looking for Somebody.
That's an original?
That's original.
That's actually
yes.
our first performance of it, too. So
Yeah.
Really?
Special.
Ooh, that's exciting.
We're both singing it with dead voices right now. We're both sick, but
Dude.
stop some
Well,
praise.
it doesn't sound like it. You sound good.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been behind on practicing, so we've been locking in like every single day, and it's definitely not the best idea
you
to
like
do that all at once.
do the like you procrastinate, but then you hammer in the night before.
Exactly. That's what we've done multiple times.
We really thought we had time too, and then I like forget that I go to college, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't practice, I'm doing finals right now, and then it was like, oh, I can't practice, I'm out of town, oh, I can't practice, he's out of town, and so
Yeah.
we're working through it though. We're like
We're
at a
gonna
pretty decent point,
lock
yeah.
in after this.
Yeah.
So is it like is it hard to get together then with all your things, or
Okay.
does it just depend on like the time of year?
It's hard, and also like after we cram in so much, we get tired of each other, and so
Yeah.
we like after the big gig or whatever we've been working on, then we just take a break from each other.
Mm.
Usually like 1 or 2 months.
Yeah, we just don't talk to
Like
each
a
other.
pretty long break.
Yeah.
Like seeing her every day is kind of it's gonna be the death of me, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought we're gonna mangle each other one day, but it's
Yeah, not yet. Though.
It's like like art is passion or whatever. You get into it. It's like every band drama ever.
Yeah.
Except we don't actually have drama. We just like to give each other crap.
Yeah, it's just Anyways.
Good crap though.
Yeah.
The playful kind, I guess.
Yeah, mostly. We're friends.
We're
friends,
That
right?
sounded sarcastic.
We're friends?
Yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
Yeah, Vienna like looked at
I
you
don't like
like,
that
are
you're
you
not
sure?
because like you're like one of my closest friends. Are we not?
Yeah. No, you're one of my friends.
Okay, good. I was like, hang on.
Well, we're about to have a problem, it seems.
Literally,
Yeah,
like
right.
fist fight in the radio in the studio.
You
Okay.
need to be my best friend.
I mean, I'm
Like,
definitely
what
your
are
best
we?
friend.
What
yeah.
are we?
So how'd you guys meet? So how long have you guys like known each other?
Speaking of hating each other, that's how we
Wait,
met.
is that what I said?
No, that's what we were
just
talking.
Oh, okay.
We met in high school, and yeah, I was not
We
the
met in
best
middle
person.
school, actually.
Technically, yeah, but we started like talking to each other in high school, and I was not the best person back in those days. Very privileged and didn't know about it. That type of person, and Lily hated that.
Yeah, and I knew that about him, and so I just completely avoided him, and I
Yeah.
very much just judged him
Yeah.
based off of, like, I judged the book based on the cover.
And I did as well, but yeah, and then it took a long time. I feel like we've only hit our flow state recently.
Genuinely, yeah, like, because we became friends, and then we actually talked about this, like, a few nights ago, how
Yeah.
part of the reason we got tired of each other so quickly was because we still had, like, weird grudges against each other from, like,
For little things.
from, like, stupid
Like,
teenager drama.
She would insult my car, and I'd like be like,
Yeah.
"Get out of my face!"
And then he would insult my dead dad, and so...
Okay, to be clear, she gave me permission.
Yeah.
She gave me permission.
That's a bit of a stretch there. I feel like
No,
maybe
they're
even it
equal in
out
my
next
eyes.
time.
They're
Yeah,
equal.
yeah.
But,
For real, Vienna's car is his whole life.
I love my car,
And his guitars.
and yeah, they're okay. Just kidding. But yeah, so yeah.
But, we kind of, like... There's something about art that brings people together, which is really cool, because I don't think we really would have spent the amount of time that we would have with each other if we didn't want to play music together. And I think that has, like, definitely strengthened our bond in a way, especially because, like, a lot of the topics that we cover in the songs are very... There's a lot of, like, heavy emotion and substance to that we kind of end up discussing a lot of the time, too.
It's interesting because, I write these songs and I write them about my life, and then I show them to her, and then we practice them, and she ends up relating like very much to them, but in a completely different way.
Yeah, because
It's
we
very
both had very different childhoods, but I think the way we see the world is very similar.
Yeah. Recently, at least.
Recently. Definitely recently.
Again, I used to be not the best
Yeah.
person.
But Vienna's grown up. We both grown up.
Emotionally.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, I think, because when you guys are on stage, you guys like get along so well. And you're like, oh, they've been friends
Yeah.
since they were
We're
kids.
faking it. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next song. Another really sad one.
Oh, we're gonna pick it up after this, though.
Yeah.
I promise.
Don't you worry, guys. This one's called Bird's Eye View. If I had known this was all up to me, I wouldn't have told you. Does that bring relief? If all this was optional, I wouldn't need help. So please ask yourself if it's worth it to you. bird's eye view of my bedroom. The note on the carpet is next to my dog, who's sound asleep. He doesn't have a clue that the thought of him waking up lonely will cut me loose. For now, if I had known you'd make it all about you and storm out the room, it's all that you do. I probably wouldn't have thought to trust you. I'm truly alone in all that I do. I've got a blurry view of my phone screen. If I wanted a gun, how old do I have to be? 'Cause I've tried it all and I've tried nothing. I just wanna be done with this quote unquote living. I just wanna be done. I just wanna be done. I just wanna be done with this quote unquote living. Nice and short.
It needs to be short.
Too much. You can't give them too much.
Yeah.
Then they're just gonna be bawling.
Gotta keep them coming back.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed, like, even at the open mics that we play at, there's always at least one person, like, sobbing in the corner. And I feel like that has to be a good thing, but it's also, like, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's good, but
Yeah.
it's, I think it's, you're helping people connect with their emotions.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not something that, like, maybe in, like, their day-to-day life they don't understand, but then you hear a song and all of a sudden, like,
Yeah,
it can open your eyes to things.
definitely.
Yeah. And there's always just, like, that one kind of tipsy lady at me and Tia's, like, there's always one of them that's, like, maybe had a little too much to drink and is, like, crying in the corner, and, like, I've had people come up to me and give me, like, forehead kisses and things, and I'm like, oh, you've had a few, huh? Like,
Yeah, I love them though.
yeah, they're
They're the
great.
best.
Like, I really enjoy that, like, the audience genuinely connects with us, like, and that's part of the reason I like playing at me and Pia's is because everybody talks. It's not a very stagnant atmosphere, and then
Yeah.
when you're doing something worthy of getting their attention,
Mhm.
the room falls silent and they all look at you, and it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have any, like, what's, like, your craziest story? Or is it pretty, or is it kind of pretty regular so far, like, nothing?
There's people that kind of, and you kind of mentioned this, they might have been a little drunk, but they kind of like hug.
oh yeah, they get
Lily
kind of
in weird
touchy with me
ways.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But never with Vienna, I don't think.
No.
But I've had people, like, give me forehead
No.
kisses, or they, like, it's people that I know that are, like, coming up to me and, like, hugging on me, and,
Yeah.
like, to a certain extent, I'm like, okay. But then it's, like, it's the ones that, like, linger. Like, sometimes it's, like, men that, like, they're
Mhm.
talking to me, and their hand is around my shoulder for a little bit too long
You're
or
like,
something, and I'm like,
getting a
okay,
bad vibe
I
from
don't
it."
know your name. Let's start there first, you know? But it's usually they very much mean well, but I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, like,
Yeah, a lot of people just have never understood that
Yeah.
can make people
it's
uncomfortable.
kind of that, like, weird parasocial relationship, like
Mhm.
like internet celebrities have that too, where it's like
Yeah.
people that you don't know are coming up to you because you evoke some sort of emotion, and I feel like they think they're a lot closer to you than you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that kind of happens when you perform too,
Yeah.
in a weird way.
Because they're seeing into parts of my life that I still don't even talk about to most people, so it makes sense that they would feel close to me.
Yeah.
But
And are those songs that are, like, hard to play? Or
They-
have you gotten kind of used to it?
I was actually just talking to Lily about this. I write music. It's like a coping mechanism for whatever's happening in my life, and so like that song was about, wanting to die and trying to die.
You know.
And so I'll write these songs, and it helps me get through them like a crazy amount, and it's very helpful. And then once I'm done writing them, they're hard to write. Like sometimes I'll be bawling my eyes out while writing them. But then once they're done, it's like I'm past that, and so I can sing them like no other.
Mhm.
Like they're just songs to me now, which is nice. Like seriously nice.
But you write them very well.
Thank you.
They're very, like melodically well done, and the lyrics
thank
and stuff. And I think that when you write stuff about that, it's really hard to. It's a hard
Yeah.
thing to
You
do.
have to
So
portray them in a more graceful way, rather than just ramble.
Yeah, because sometimes there are just things I need to get out, and those are songs that no one will ever hear. But yeah, thank you. That's a good compliment.
I've told you the same compliment, but it's like
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything when it comes from you.
But no, I kind of have the opposite of like when we rehearse it, I don't really have as much of a reaction, but when I finally get up on stage and we perform things, I think it's partially because it's like you have to be so in the moment when you perform.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not thinking about logistics anymore, you're just thinking about just the music, and when you're up there, it's like a whole different beast almost.
And when you've been practicing the song so much that it's like second nature, then you can really feel it, and that's the best feeling in the world.
have you ever like cried on stage?
Not yet. I got kind of choked up on our last open mic because of Boil the Water. That one gets me kind of every time.
Yeah, our more I want to say political songs. They get me riled up in less of an emotional way, but more of an angry way. I guess anger is an emotion.
Yeah,
but,
when me and my boyfriend over there, we looked at each other like, oh. Some people aren't gonna like that one.
Honestly, like the reactions that we've had have been so surprising.
Oh
though.
yeah.
They've always been very supportive. We only had like a couple people walk out one time, and that's kind of what I want sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
so
we gotta be pushing the boundaries.
yeah.
But when we played the museum show and we sang Dinner Table Politics, that was our first political song we'd ever performed. And we were expecting people to like make dirty faces, not clap as much after that song. But we sang like one line, and the crowd went like crazy.
Yeah.
They were excited to hear that, and that was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and in the museum, they're all kind of walking around, they're looking at art, and during that song, they all kind of packed in towards the front where the stage was. They were all like shoulder to shoulder, just like smiling at us, and that was really cool because I thought we were gonna make people angry, and that was the point. Like, art is not always meant to be comfortable, you know?
Right.
But I just thought it was so cool that there was a sense of community that I hadn't found in Klamath before, sitting in front of
something
me.
you wouldn't expect in Klamath, especially.
Yeah.
It was nice. Definitely top 10 feelings.
Yeah, it gives me chills like thinking about it.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was dinner table politics.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have that one in my set today.
We could whip it out. That's
Whatever
one
you
that
want,
we've
whatever you're
practiced
feeling.
quite a
Have I heard that one before? Do you think at the open mic nights?
I don't think so.
I think we did play it at an open mic, but I'm not sure if you were there.
I don't think you were.
I like the title though.
Thank
It's
you.
very like it catches your attention for sure.
Yeah.
We can do it after. We do it after Carpet Song.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll add it to the set. If we have time.
What's the next one?
The next one is called Lonesome House. I like the song because I don't have to play anything.
Also, just a disclaimer, this is one of my oldest songs. I think the lyrics suck, but apparently everyone likes it. So
There's not very much
keep it.
substance in comparison to the rest of our songs, but it's catchy, it's cute, it's also lighthearted, which
Really
is a
sounds
nice
good.
contrast. One of these days, I swear I'm gonna stop writing songs to cope for the losses. These melodies won't help me when you come to me to bleed. Your pretty hands are freezing, you froze my heart, frozen shut. No, it won't fall apart. But there's such a drought in this lonesome house. Don't know how I got in the first place.
Yeah, that one was like old timey sort
Yeah,
of, I
kind of
feel.
jazzy, a little groovy.
Yeah. Lily sings jazz good. Real, yeah.
That's like kind of what got me into singing, was like singing jazz songs. So
Do you have like a favorite jazz album?
I really love anything by Ella Fitzgerald or Liza Minnelli. I eat
Oh,
it
see,
up.
I know, I don't know the second one. I don't listen to a lot of jazz.
I did at the Raglan for the community choir that they have. I performed cabaret, and I really love it because she's got this like kind of a growl, and she's like almost
Ooh.
yelling, and I just
I
like
love those.
songs that I can be loud in.
Dude, I watched that one, and when she finished that song, the crowd went wild.
I got
It
a
was
standing
insane.
ovation for that. It was crazy.
She
There was
did
like
really
600
good.
people in the audience, and I was like, it was like my first time like really getting myself out there and singing, and they ate it up, and I was so happy. And so yeah,
Where was that one?
at the Raglan, with the Klamath Chorale.
Oh, nice. Is that the only time you played the Raglan, or you played a?
I've done some stuff on and off with Klamath Chorale. I'm not currently in there just because we've been focusing on the band and stuff, and I just don't have time for both and for school. But I also played in Pitt over there. Pretty much. Oh, I also.
We went to theater camp together.
Oh yeah, we went to theater camp together.
Back when we were little kids.
I was also a featured musician for Klamath Symphony for their Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I played bass for that, which was so cool because I played on a cabinet the size of me. I don't know, I just weasel my way into anything I possibly can, and that's how Vienna and I kind of started. Was I was just kind of like, you need bass, yeah, I can play bass. I can't play
And I
bass
was
very
like,
well, but I can kind of play bass.
You just practice and you learn.
Yeah.
She has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, usually I'll have to teach her the songs, but now I can just, like, give her the chord progression and she'll mess with it and it'll sound cool.
For real.
For real.
Alright, this next one is called Throwing Sand.
This is my personal favorite. One of my most recent songs. It's about, all of my inner thoughts being so mean.
So like what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
How you were when you were
There's a
younger.
common theme.
Yeah. Whenever I can, I keep the light off for the chance that I won't catch his ugly glance. That guilty look is like throwing sand at my eyes, but I won't cry. Poke my wrist, God, I've tried. There must be something on tonight. Maybe I should turn on the lights, but I won't. No, I won't. I tried to redraw the lines. I used to keep myself alone, but along come sticks and stones, and there's no hands to tie, no one to blame when it's me, myself, and I, and words I cannot claim. So I party like an animal and chew my food real slow. Can't be recognizable to the dirty looks I throw. Oh, I'm no one to know.
probably clap after every
Yeah.
song. Otherwise,
We're not gonna make you. We're not gonna make you.
Maybe
It's
we'll
okay
do
if you do.
the snappy.
This is like,
Oh,
we're like a poetry circle.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have brought some slam poetry. I've never done that before. We should. At our gig, let's take a slam poetry break.
That sounds awful.
Have you ever seen the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer?
No.
Oh, the opening is he's doing like really bad slam poetry, and that's how I discovered like that was a thing.
Wow. Okay, yeah, we can do it if it's really bad. That
Yeah.
would be really fun.
Yeah, it's like rapping, but there's no music, and
Right.
like you're just bad at it.
Right. Yeah. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's sick.
Sounds like it'll really add to our singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you want to start with that though? Because what if they leave you?
That is a good
They
point.
missed all the good stuff.
That's a good point.
Maybe do it at the end or something.
Yeah,
Like
imagine
just
that's
a little
somebody's
extra thing.
first impression of us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's do Lily's next song. For some reason, she likes this one. I think it's also one of my worst.
I like this one because I get to be loud, and also we made it better because we found out how to make my bass sound like a kick drum. And we found that
Oh.
out like 2 weeks ago, and so
Yeah.
we've been adding it to a bunch of our songs.
Yeah, that's fun. That's cool.
So I'm stoked. I see.
Late at night, I cry to you, wondering if you ever made me. I try to rationalize, but nothing adds up, nothing adds up.
Don't lie to me. There's too many of you that say you know. Take advantage of me while I'm young and I know how it goes. The water's cold, so going back to that boat.
Late at night, I cry to you, wondering if you ever made me. I try to rationalize, but nothing adds up, nothing adds
My natural man's overpowering. I'm sorry if I just blasted your guys' speakers out there. I tried to back up from the mic after I saw that the thing was in the red line.
I think that might be my.
It's one of my
It's
favorites.
really
It's
good.
got a groove to it.
Yeah.
And I love getting loud.
I'm trying to decide if that's my favorite one.
It's
that you
like
guys have
an
done so far.
adrenaline rush every time I get loud. I think that's why I like it so
Yeah.
much. Is I'm just like.
That's nice.
But yeah, with it like that kick drum sound and then the
Yeah.
guitar part that you do, yeah, that's really cool. And I love that. Even just the starting line is like intriguing.
That's good. I feel like I focus too much on the lyrics, and so if the lyrics suck, I don't care at all about the rest of the song, and I don't really enjoy those lyrics.
The lyric that I really like is where it's saying the way I interpret it, because I'm not a man, when I'm saying like my natural man is overpowering, saying things like agency shouldn't feel guilty, is like kind of one of those things of like a feminist thing to me, because like
Yeah.
there is like this kind of culture that, especially like back in the day, like women didn't really get to have agency over themselves and what they wanted to do in their bodies, and so I thought that you did that on purpose, because like it's
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of
See, that's
well,
what
that's
I'm
how
saying.
I interpreted
That's
it,
how I-
and that's
like,
why I sing
yeah,
it like
We
that.
relate to it differently. I'm talking about religion, because I think like and I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I've had a past with religion, and they are always talking about how your natural man is your enemy, and I just think that's, like, I get it, but I think it's kind of silly, mostly, and so it's like, oh, like, I didn't wake up early one day, my natural man is overpowering, I can't control myself, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of silly. And so, like, we have to ask for forgiveness because we're doing things that are natural to humans. You know, I don't know. Mm-hmm. That's why I wrote it. Yes, but queen. That's good that you can relate to that as a feminist.
Feminist.
Yeah. That's how. Yeah, I didn't even know. I wasn't even thinking that about you writing it. Yeah, I was thinking it from like a woman's perspective.
Oh, interesting.
Because there's a woman that sings it, so it's like automatically kind of thought about from a woman's perspective.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
so it kind of works actually. I think mainly because it's a woman singing it.
Right. I am working.
We're gonna say that you did that on purpose.
Okay. Yeah, I did it on purpose. You're welcome, everybody. I'm a feminist. Shut the heck up, dude. We can say the H word.
Yeah, we can.
Shut the hell up, dude.
We can say the H word. Alright, and that's gonna take us to our next song, if that's alright. What song feels like?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
We just like to
I will, I like a little bit talking, but like, you know, I came here to hear some music, and I think other people did too.
Aww, that's so nice.
Take it away.
This next one is called New York. I wrote it. It's about, so I have a celebrity crush, and he was in Broadway, and my dad offered me to take me all the way to the Broadway, which is really nice of him. And so yeah, I was like really excited to see him, but then I did not. So it's kind of about that, and also about how like my insecurities stop me from pursuing people because I feel like a pervert just liking someone.
And also just
I think that's
doing
relatable
things. I
to
think like there's been a few times where being is like, oh, I like really hate, like for example like certain songs, and it's like the same songs that people are like, where and when are you recording that? Where can I find that? You know. So I think it delves deeper than just with other people.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. My weak bones keep me here far from you. My loose skin tells me to clean my room. Scrub my floors, bleed out my knees. Still not clean, I'm never pleased. Here in New York, I swear I'll see you soon. Count my days, but I don't know where they end. Strings are frayed, but they can't get worse until they break, but I'll risk it first. Here to New York almost don't sound worth the drive. Count my days, but I don't know where they end. Strings are frayed, but they can't get worse until they break, but I'll risk it first. Here in New York almost don't sound worth the drive.
Woo.
We had a few songs in our first ever gig that they have like kind of weird sudden endings, you know, where it sounds like they're not done.
That's my favorite.
And we had to kind of change them around because we had like 3 or 4 in a row that were like that, so people didn't know when to clap. We did that for an open mic too, and I warned them it's gonna sound like it's finished and it's not, and then when it's actually finished, it's not gonna sound like it's finished. And there's like several people that were kind of just like holding their hands, like waiting, and they just like were kind of staring at me. And at one point, I just kind of was like, "Okay, and now we're done." And then they, like,
Yeah, that's always like awkward. That's like when you clap and it's not over. You're like, oh, I feel bad.
We covered one song, Dear Arkansas Daughter. We covered that, and that has like different
got, like,
sections of
movements,
the
yeah.
songs. Yeah, and there was like the first section goes into a really slow section, so everyone started clapping when we were moving into the slow section, and I was like,
yeah,
"Okay,
he was like
guys,
shaking his
stop,
head at
stop."
them. He's like, "No, no, no."
And they would not stop. I felt like they clapped for a full 20 seconds while we were still playing. It was hilarious.
It was great though. I'm like,
You
I'm
get
glad
like
you
a
like it.
standing
Yeah.
ovation. You're like, sit
Yeah,
down.
wait, save it, save it, save it.
That's funny.
But this next song is, I think, our only cover of the day. And this is a song that, when I first discovered, I kind of hated it because it has some very unique vocals. But it's a song that got me through some very hard times in my life. Similar to Vienna, we had very different experiences growing up, but we did have the same feelings. So that's kind of what this song is about, and how there's beauty and grace in finding reasons to continue on. So.
that one by?
Yeah, that's by Rainbow Kitten Surprise.
Oh, I've heard of the
I
band.
adore them. You should absolutely check them
Yeah.
out. They're so good. They're so good. That holds a special place in my heart specifically.
Yeah, they've got a very recognizable name, so I
Yeah.
remember them.
Yeah, but yeah, the vocals are like, there's these like flips that I initially was kind of like, ooh.
You didn't like.
Yeah,
didn't
when
like
I
to
first
sing
heard
it, or
it,
you didn't?
when I first heard the song, I was kind of like, ooh, this is kinda
Really?
and then I listened to it again later on, and I was just like, wow, this is beautiful. But no, it took me a while to kind of come around to it, which was strange because it's now like one of my favorite songs.
I think the best songs are the ones that you have to acquire the taste for.
Yeah, to have like a second listen sometimes of
Yeah.
like, oh, I get it now.
Like, I've had songs that I would like add to my playlist, and then I'd be like, why did I add this? And I'd delete it, and then years later I'd be like, oh, I forgot about that song, and then it's like an amazing song.
Yeah, it's like the best thing you've ever heard.
Yeah. I had one song too when I was in middle school. I was like, it's okay. And then I had a dream of it when I was playing, and now it's like one of my favorite songs.
Your
Which is so
subconscious
weird. I
like
know,
knew
right?
that you were gonna love it.
Isn't that weird?
Just give it another try.
Right. But yeah. So.
Do you find that happens like a lot or not very often?
For me, it does. A lot of because my taste in music changes a lot. Like, I go through waves,
Mm-hmm,
and so, especially now, like, I'll look back at some of the songs I used to listen to, and I like them so much more. Because like I used to kind of listen to folky, rock type stuff, and in the moment I'd be like, eh. And now it's like, oh, this is so good, dude. This is so good. I don't know.
As you get older, you understand different
Yeah,
things.
that is true. That is
So-
so true. Especially now that music's like way bigger than it was. For me, it's a bigger part of my life than it was when I was listening to that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't really, I listened to a lot more metal than I used to. And a big part of what got me into metal was like after playing bass, being able to notice like different things. And also just playing even classical music in band. There's like kind of a switch that flips in your brain, I feel, that makes you appreciate music in a different way. And there's something about metal specifically that I just like, oh.
Lily's a metalhead over here. I personally do not
sometimes.
partake.
You know, like some emo songs.
Yeah, I feel like my music taste is very diverse, but metal is just something I rarely can get into. But I do have some gateway, very digestible metal music. That I like.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to push them past the gate, but
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna take
in
a
your
lot
own
of
time,
work.
yeah.
Open the doors.
Yeah.
Drag him inside.
Against my will, probably. But yeah, Lily is always like, I'll write a song and then I'll show it to her, and she's like, "Are you freaking kidding me? Like, another folk song?" And I'm like,
Because it's just like boring because the bass lines are usually kind of boring, and then I don't get to be loud, and then like it's just like
yeah.
like all the things that I look forward to in playing like don't really happen in the folk songs.
Actually,
so.
this next song that we're playing started out as a folk song, and then Lily was like, "No, we are not."
I was
doing
like,
that."
"You're playing it
She
on
changed.
electric. We're playing it with some distortion.
You metal fight it or something.
Not even metal. Like it's like
just
kind of
now
like
alternative.
indie rocky
Yeah.
Okay.
sounding, I
Instead of
guess.
folk.
Yeah.
But-
It's just not. It's farther from that country twang.
Are you tuned down?
Mm.
Yeah, but now it's way better. I'll admit, it's way better than it was.
If I think too much, my head becomes its own and makes a hole in
Hey.
I always have to catch my breath after that one a little bit at the end.
That one's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Just imagine it with effects, though.
Yeah, we usually like have
Distortion.
pedals that we like slam onto at that.
Yeah.
No.
That one's about, recently I was talking to this guy, and I kind of put on rose-tinted glasses, and then he turned out to be pretty douchey.
Yeah. Ultimately, I don't know, I thought he was kind of cool at first, and then like I didn't really know him either, and then I was like kind of trying to wingman Vienna, and then it like, the more I got to know him, the more I was like, oh my, he's like really annoying.
Is this the one that I met?
Oh,
I think so, yeah!
I was gonna ask
no,
about that. I was
he's
like, I
like-
need to ask him.
He's like so annoying.
I
Yeah,
hope
it was
he's
just
not
like,
listening. That would be
I don't
so
know,
weird.
it was just
But
like
also-
the more we got to know him, the more I was like, this is like weird, and he's like, and then Vienna was like, well, yeah, but like, I don't know, and I was like, and then
I was just excited to
it
get
worked
out
itself
there.
out.
But yeah, he ended up ghosting me, actually. Like, halfway ghosting me. Yeah, so... Anyways. Yeah. That's one of my favorites, though. I think it's very catchy. If I could just get this riff down.
Like,
I could
every
never
time we
play that
rehearse
right.
it, it's like fine.
Uh,
It's like
and then
better
we,
than.
and then we perform, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I feel like oh, what's the saying? Something along the lines of like, the worst that you do in your practice is the best you're gonna do in your performance, and I
Oh.
think that rings so
yeah.
true. It's like the same like mistakes that I haven't made in months sometimes that I end up doing on stage.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to like make like the riffs and stuff?
Not very long. Well, it depends. Like, I have some complicated songs, mostly on acoustic. But that one, I was kind of just noodling, and then I was like, oh, I like that. And it just,
Yeah.
you get really good at it the more you noodle, because then you start learning, like, don't
Get
laugh.
everybody get
Noodle
involved.
is,
Yeah,
is the
noodle.
right term, okay? But
Keep
you learn,
noodling.
like, shapes, and then it just comes naturally, and you just learn how to stay in the right key and stuff.
From like improv and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of just like start recognizing patterns of
Exactly.
oh, if I put my finger here, this sounds good.
yeah, exactly.
He does that while we're rehearsing. Like when I'll be talking business with him, sometimes I'll be like, Vienna, like, so let's do this for the set, or what do you think about this or that or the other thing, like things that need a yes or a no at least, and then he'll
Sometimes
just
I nod.
sit there and ignore me and like just slam his guitar around for forever, and then I'm like, Vienna, Vienna.
And then she gives me sass, and I wake up real fast.
Yeah, and then I'm like, Vienna, Vienna, and then he'll like kind of like, he'll like barely nod his head towards me, and I'm like, I need a yes or no. That happened earlier today.
Yeah, just
Before we
today.
got here, I was like, Vienna, I need a yes or a no, and he's like, I nodded, and it was like the most minuscule, microscopic, I couldn't even see it, and I was looking directly at him, and I was like, where was the
Yeah.
nod?
Yeah.
But
Well,
he's in it.
Practice makes perfect, though. I
Yeah.
got a noodle. Got to noodle.
Got a noodle.
Yeah.
But we're about
Um,
halfway through our set.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
we...
I don't know what time it is, but
It is 9:18.
It's been already almost an hour. Look,
That's pretty crazy, dude. That's pretty
do you want to keep going?
I'm good to keep
You
going.
can tell us to get
Yeah, you
out.
can tell us.
I don't know. Do you guys have to wake up early or anything?
No.
No.
Yeah, I have to wake up normal time.
Yeah.
What is normal time?
Like, well, I have an earlier 1 hour later shift, so tomorrow will be like 9. But normally I wake up at like 8.
Okay.
But I like to sleep in until like noon.
Valid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, as long as we're not keeping you from your bed.
Mm. I'm always kept from my bed.
Alright, carpet song?
Yeah, carpet. This is the one everybody loves.
And this is the one that I love because this is like kind of one of the first songs that it was like, it's about Vienna's dad, and you know, I sing it, but I don't even have one.
Haha.
So there's kind of the irony in that, but it's also like I've found ways to relate to it on my own. And so it comes together very nicely, and it's genuinely one of my favorite songs to sing and play in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say that I have a good relationship with my dad. He's a good guy. So just don't let this song change opinions over my pops. He loves this song.
I was gonna ask, like, how does he
hates it.
feel about it?
He hates it so much. We played it when we played at the Grange
Yeah.
thing. My dad was there, and I prefaced the song by saying, "This is my dad's favorite song," and he was mad when I said that. He's like, "You can't say that."
Because he
I
originally
hate
thought that
this song.
I wrote it, and then he was like asking about my dad, and Vienna's like, no, hers is dead.
Yeah,
and he
that
was
was
like, wait, so
hilarious.
who is it about?
funny when he asked me,
Yeah.
because we were like across the house and he's like, hey, Vienna, that one song, did you write that? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, is it about Lily's dad? And I'm like, no. Anyways, okay.
Shout out Vienna's dad. Sat here on the carpet of the wall. My daddy punched a hole in every wall. He screamed. He's allowed to be so Since then I have learned Daddy only asks me he'll whine, but he won't shoot. He'll cry, but not for you. My dinner on the floor, small and love me but hurt me the same. Nevermore worn right beneath your I forgot to tune my string back up from that last song, so that's why the bass just suddenly stopped. But yeah, gorgeous song. Do we still want to do dinner table politics? Because I am so
Let's do it
amped.
right now. If any of you out there are freaking snowflakes, go ahead and tune out. I'm just kidding. This really should not hurt your feelings. If it does, I am sorry. But please look inward if it does.
I don't think your mama likes me, but in my defense, she brought it up. Dinner table politics get heavy when I say that her president's corrupt. Don't like my paychecks wasted on needless evil wars. Don't want to tell that businessman that war is murder, no matter what for. One day I know I'll be there, trying not to break, thinking of my mom, though I can't recall her face. Valued so much here, well, my body decays. Is it even worth it to give my life away for a businessman who has all the money in the world? Yet his thirst still lingers for a little more, so he feeds unjustified anger to the soil. And we soak it up through the roots of our feet till we're scared and angry at every little thing. Now these guys are going to our knees. Now your mama probably hates me. I don't think your mama likes me, but damn, was her casserole good? Dinner table
that song makes me giggly.
Yeah.
Well, I
it's
think-
funny.
I don't know how you say this. If someone said that one of their lines in the song was "Damn, her casserole was good," I don't think
I was hoping you would
that
say
works
that.
really well.
It's so funny.
Lily loves that.
It's
line,
like
'cause it's
yeah,
so white.
it's it is like partially the like the white people stereotype,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
also just like the heaviness of the song,
Mhm.
and this like back and forth about like just general conflict and like how politics can't be civil anymore most of the
Yeah.
time, and then going from that to just talking about casserole, it makes me giggle every time.
Honestly, one of my best lines I've ever written.
Genuinely.
I could go for a casserole right now.
I don't like casserole. I've had casserole like 4 times in my life.
Dude, shout out to my mom. She makes something called, she created a crapped casserole. Basically, leftovers in the oven all mixed together, and somehow it ends up being so good every time. It's insane.
all
Sounds
different
horrific to
like
me.
items from
Mhm.
leftovers.
It's so good.
That's like horrifying. Like that.
It sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
And the first time she introduced it, we were all like, Mom, are you okay? But no, it's amazing.
Does it always look good too, or
It does not look good, no.
I feel like
She like
casserole
throws-
never looks appetizing.
She
I've never
throws-
seen a good looking casserole.
That is true, that's true. But she throws like Doritos in there,
Oh.
and there's like beans. I don't know, just random stuff. It looks really bad,
People-
but
It looks like slop.
yeah, it smells good though, and it tastes good.
I feel like people put Doritos in a lot of things.
Yeah.
They don't know what to put in.
Yeah.
They'll just throw
Yeah.
some Doritos.
I also feel like that's
That's
like
so
a white
true.
person stereotype
definitely.
too, though. It's
My
like-
family is white, by the way. If you
No.
couldn't tell.
Shout out my mom. She makes a good lasagna.
Mm,
I'm glad that I never had to eat casserole because that sounds gulp.
Yeah. Anyways, what is that song?
Warm body. Sienna can't read my handwriting.
It's also sideways. Yeah, we can do one.
It's a
side.
bit cursive. Cursive.
It's not cursive.
I
it's
do
just
get a lot
cursive
of
like-
like sometimes I'll write
Cursive
certain
like.
things and people will be like, I can't read cursive. I'm like, it's not cursive.
Dude, like one of the other open mics we just went to, they were like, "Oh, Lily Blooms," and then we were like, "It's City Blooms," and he's like, "Oh, Lily's handwriting sucks."
Yeah, he's like, it looks like an L, and I was like, okay,
Did he
but
say
the
that,
rest
like,
of
on
it
the mic?
doesn't. Yeah, and then he proceeded to say that we looked like 12-year-olds, and
Yeah. I think that's so funny, but I really don't see it. I think Lily
Yeah.
looks her age, and I think I look at least 14.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
how old are you guys?
I'm 21.
I'm 20. Actually, we mentioned
Dude,
it in the song.
she's cocking her head at us
12.
like we. How
yeah.
old do you think we look?
I would probably say like 18. Like you're definitely
Oh,
like
okay.
old enough to drive, probably graduated, but like
Uh,
just got out.
No,
You
I
think that
still
about
get like,
me?
oh, what high school do you go to? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I've been graduated for like almost 3 years now, and I still get that question. And I recently turned 21, and pretty much every time I go to buy alcohol, which really isn't that often, but it's like
She's an alcoholic.
it's like 5 times out of 10 they like really glare at me, and then I've gotten turned away before, and I'm just like, I guess you're being safe, but also I am 21, like
I
so.
think I used to, like, before I went through puberty especially, I was working like at a gas station and at a store, and people would come up to me, especially older men, and they'd be like, "This is how you get ahead of them, young man. You're doing so good working a job at 13." And I'm like, what? Sir, I'm 19 right now. Like,
Well, my favorite is, especially when we first started open mics,
Mhm.
people would come up to me afterwards. We're not related, by the way. And they would go, oh, your little brother's so talented. How old is he? Like 14, 15? And I'm like,
which is flattering at the time.
yeah, but it's so funny. Like, oh, your little brother is so talented. What,
It's always brother though. It's never like
yeah, they always think that we're related.
We look nothing alike.
We
in
don't.
my
I
opinion.
think it's just because we're white. Like, I'm
Yeah.
every person, like every time I'm around another white person that I'm like close with, like close friends with, somebody always has to say, you guys look related. And so I either look just like so generic that I just look like everyone else, or it's simply because we are white.
I don't know if it's. I
I'm
think
looking at
also-
you guys trying to figure out if I think you look alike or
Yeah,
not.
like we get it so often too.
I think also, like, if they're assuming I'm a lot younger than I am, and they're assuming you're about your age, then it would be weird if we weren't related. And
oh
you were
yeah,
hanging
for like
out
a
with,
21-year-old to be hanging out with
14-year-old.
like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. But nowadays, I feel like I look older than I
Yeah, you
used
look
to.
like an adult mostly.
Yeah.
You
At
look like
least
you're at
older
least
than
like in late
14.
high school.
Right.
Yeah.
You've forgotten like twins, or is it just little brother?
It's always
Or,
little
old,
brother.
or older brother?
Never
no,
older.
never.
It's never older, unfortunately. But that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna look 30 when I'm 50, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear sunscreen every day. That's probably why. Just kidding.
I need
That's
to.
not why.
I mean, I like skincare, and sunscreen is apparently the best thing you can do for your skin.
Literally.
So,
It's just like every time I'm like so into skincare, but because I have such bad acne, every time I use it, it makes me break out. And then the dermatologist is like, "You're breaking out because you're not using sunscreen." And I'm like,
Right.
"No, I'm breaking out because I'm using. I don't know what you."
you
I
probably
think I
got
got
like
sunscreen
the right kind of
recommendations.
sunscreen or
Text it to the
something.
K-Tech line.
But yeah, so me and Lily are siblings. Moral of the story.
We treat each other like siblings, so.
Definitely. Dude, I have 5 siblings, and I've been saying that she's like my 6th. Because, yeah.
you got so you guys also have like that brother sister energy.
Yeah, it's like we kind of hate each other, but also like there's like a love there that is just.
Is there a love? I've never felt it.
Oh,
See, there it is. That's me doing the
see?
sibling.
Yeah.
Shut up. Anyways, this one's called Warm Body. I think the lyrics are self-explanatory, so I'm not going to say what it's about.
It's about me and my girlfriend.
No? Okay, yeah, I guess it kind
One
of
of it
is.
is.
Yeah, okay.
He's just.
I'm jealous of what Lily has with his girlfriend.
Juanita, if you're listening right now, I love you.
Tried it, didn't last. Now I'm stuck, living the past. Fight it, but I'll be back. There's a certain someone I lack. I needed a place to be. I've been fiending incessantly for a heart to know and to hold a warm body. I see it all the time, all this love that isn't mine, and I feel it start to reside deep in my bones. Now I'm inclined to say I'm lonely, though I know I'm lit up by the glow. Still I'm here, wasting away alone. Talk myself into dropping the board on a special case. I won't get too far if I don't. The loneliness settles and creeps in my
That's
Yeah.
when I feel like make me cry.
Yeah, it's like
That's
very.
nice.
It's, no offense, but it's very lonely sounding,
Yeah.
which is good because that's what you're going
what I was
for.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I could. What's the next one?
Do you have any questions for us too? I know we
Yeah.
have a lot, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I can send you guys some questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or was there anyone that you? Well, you guys said you loved all of them, so that's good. But I don't think we've
You're such
gotten
a
to
good
most of
DJ.
them.
Do you have any? Ooh.
I have like a paper
No,
here.
do you have any in particular that you'd like to ask?
Yeah.
Like as a songwriter yourself, maybe even.
Yeah. It's freaking chair, dude.
Yeah. Also, I feel like we're kind of getting like some added percussion to this show because every time Vienna moves, his chair just like creaks, and every time like he strums really hard, the creaks happen too, and I keep catching myself giggling.
When we were playing Dinner Table Politics, I realized I was moving too much, and I was like, oh man, I'm feeling this song too much, too into it.
I like what's the biggest challenge you guys have had to overcome as like a band?
Not liking each other.
Yeah, not
Oh.
liking each other. I think we both like talk really bluntly, and we
Yeah.
both like thankfully, I think we usually have very similar mindsets about songs and how things want to be portrayed. But we kind of had to learn how to stop like hurting each other's feelings, and the way we started doing that is by not letting our feelings be hurt.
Yeah.
There's times where he'll look me directly in the eyes and he'll be like, "I hated that," and I'm like, "That's fair."
Okay.
And sometimes I'll look him in the eyes and I'm like, "That was terrible," and like it's a we can give each other criticism.
So you guys do have like musical disagreements.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she likes freaking metal.
Yeah.
I do not. She always wants the songs to be a lot heavier, which I get. They do sound better usually when she puts her input in, but it's hard for me to accept that my song is going to change into something that was different from what I wrote it originally. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Maybe you do like if you ever release something on Spotify, do like a heavier version or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I love when artists have like the produced song and then their acoustic version.
Mhm.
I feel like that's what we're gonna do a lot of. Because I love
we
doing
disagree a lot.
acoustics.
You can do like a Vienna's version, Lily's version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like two separate bands: City Blooms parentheses Lily, City Blooms parentheses Vienna.
It's just like City Blooms parentheses Lily, and then it's just Vienna. It's just Vienna. That's the name, just Vienna.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a
But
cool
no,
stage
so
name.
Vienna does a lot of. Do you want to kind of talk about our system of
Yeah.
making things?
Yeah. So basically, I sing about or I write a song, and like I'll be like feeling sad or something. I write a song. I write a song, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Or I'll be like, not that good, and then drop it. But if it's good, then I'll tell Lily the next day. I'll be like, okay, I just wrote this song, and then I'll show her, and then she'd be like, okay. That's what she does every time. She's like, no, yeah, it definitely has potential.
No, I usually go, oh, it's cute.
Oh yeah, she does do that
Oh.
sometimes. But and then we'll play through it a couple times, and then she'll start adding some ooze or something and some bass, and then she'll be like, "We should add this here."
Yeah.
You know, she
A
just
lot
adds
of
a
what
lot
I do
of
is
the-
like rearrange
Mhm.
things. Like Vienna will have like a very like skeletal structure of
Yeah.
a song a lot of the time, and then we work together to kind of make it a more full, more finished
Yeah.
song. And so that includes like harmonies and bass lines, but more so like kind of just the structure of the song itself, like the roadmap.
Yeah.
We'll switch where verses go, or we'll have some contrasting sounds in there.
Yeah.
In Boil the Water, we actually kind of recently made this change where we get real quiet instead of what
yeah.
we were doing. So it also kind of changes as we continue to rehearse the song and realize that we hate it, which is what we did with Forgive Me. We hated that song before. It was really
It was
boring.
lacking something.
Yeah, it was just lacking energy, and I think we added some energy to that.
A little bit.
Vienna still doesn't like it.
I definitely like it more, but
How long does it usually take to like write a song? Is it like anywhere from like 10 minutes to like
yeah,
months? I don't know.
sometimes like when I first started writing music, like at 14, I would like brag about how I wrote this song in 5 minutes, and then going back to that song, I'm like, this song is trash, dude.
It sounds like it was written in 5 minutes.
Right, exactly. But recently I've gotten into a flow state where songs will usually take like an hour or two, and sometimes I do have to like come back to it, and that helps a lot.
like
It's
sometimes
just
like some of our
taking a
songs
break.
like he finishes years later as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, that's actually one of our songs that we're playing this Saturday is called Crave, and I wrote it about this girl I had a huge crush on, and the first verse I just wrote it and then completely forgot about it until like a couple months ago. I was going through like my very old recordings and I was like, oh, this has potential. And so I kept that first verse, wrote a chorus, and then wrote a second verse that's like looking back at, kind of looking back, like, oh, so much time has changed, you know? Changed everything. So,
Sometimes you need like a different perspective.
yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And I think that's kind of why I help when I come in too.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
yeah, and like some of my weaknesses, well, my weaknesses are definitely a lot of Vienna's strengths. And then sometimes, like, I don't know, I feel like we definitely have a good ebb and flow, I think is the big thing. Like, depending on even the night, our weaknesses and strengths will kind of switch with each other.
Yeah.
But especially lately, when we've been working on this next set on Saturday, we've been really getting into a good state where we don't have to communicate anything with each other. We'll play through the song once and we'll already start adding.
Yeah,
Um,
it kind of just comes naturally, and by
yeah.
like the third time we played it, we're in the spot
groove,
where we
yeah.
want to have the song at. So
Yeah, we're
that's
not
great.
adding anything more to it. We're just rehearsing it after that.
Yeah.
You guys have I don't know if our audiences don't know. I think we haven't mentioned it yet.
Oh
The gig on Saturday at Mia's and Pews.
yeah, so January 10th, from 6 to 8, we'll be playing 2 full hours of music, and I think we only have
Yeah.
4 covers within that, so it's gonna be a
Mostly.
wild ride,
yeah.
and it'll also be our first 2-hour set, which I'm a little bit nervous for because we did play a 1-hour set in July, and towards the end of that set, I was absolutely exhausted. My voice was like starting to go.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to take some breaks, I think.
Yeah, and we have like some
Do
songs
some
in there
slam
that are like
poetry.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Would that hurt your voice though, or would
If
it?
we're like yelling, maybe.
We could take one of my bad songs and
We already
turn
did.
it into a poem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that with, with the one that we never even got around to learning that we were supposed to. We started some of these
Yeah.
songs like Throwing Sand, which we played earlier, we started learning that like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So we've come a long way, but not very long.
Yeah, but well, it's been a while now. You guys play. Well, how many songs have you guys played so far? Quite a few.
We've only played 10, but we just keep yapping.
Yeah.
If you want us to like,
We can lock it.
yeah, we can lock it in too. I just like talking with you.
I like talking to you guys too. That's cool.
People need to know that we're not just objects. We're not just famous.
Yeah. Yeah, we have feelings.
I'm kind of nervous now that people, like, the people that are listening, they're getting to know us, and now they're not going to like us.
I
Oh my
don't think
gosh.
so. There's a lot to like.
Oh, that's
Aw.
nice. Maybe not for Lily. I think Lily's
Yeah,
very
I feel like people are kind of scared of me or something sometimes. I think I have just an abrasive person. It's just the way I talk is so blunt sometimes, and people get really upset, and it is what it is.
Yeah. We've lost some good drummers because of Lily.
Do we get to hear the tea, or should we?
I don't know. I was in a leadership position in high school, and this kid that was supposed to be our drummer for the talent show.
Let
He
me
didn't-
say
oh, yeah.
this. So he was playing in a band that I was playing bass for in the talent show, and then I texted him separately. I was like, "Hey, do you want to do another thing for the talent show?" And he's like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome," and he was like really excited. And then later I texted him just confirming when we were practicing, and I mentioned Lily was going to be there, and he completely ghosted me.
Yeah, like he
And
didn't
so,
even
like-
say that he wasn't gonna come to rehearsal. He just didn't show up, and then
Yeah.
gave us like an excuse later, being like, "Oh, I have like a different
Well-
thing happening."
And like the day before we had to do our thing for like auditions or something, I texted him, like after texting him multiple times, I was like, "Dude, if you don't want to play with us, that's fine. Just tell me so I can find someone else." And that's when he answered. Like he definitely knew he was ghosting
Yeah.
us. It was really funny.
And it's like you can't really give a good reason when it's like just because
Yeah.
you don't like someone,
Yeah.
because they
Right.
told you what to do and you should have been doing it. Because
I don't
that was
blame
the
him.
don't like didn't have beef until he like wasn't on task, and then I was like, "Hey, get on task." And then like from that moment forward, he was like, "Ugh, I don't get it."
I get it. Lily sucks.
No, some people you gotta be very serious sometimes.
Yeah. He was just a silly guy. He didn't want to.
Yeah, he's a goofy goober.
troublemaker.
But it was also my job to put the goofy goobers in their place. And I think he thought I was targeting him because he's like the main goofy goober.
He was the main goofy goober.
Yeah. He was
And
like throwing drumsticks, and I was like, "Don't throw drumsticks," and he wasn't happy about it. So
It's such a big ask, though. Like,
Yeah.
You have to throw.
well, and like there's people around him that were like, "You don't need to be so rude to him," and I was like, "I'm just telling him like what?" Like, it was like
Yeah.
such a weird point in the day. I was
You're like, please
I
don't
just
break our
wanna go home,
instruments.
dude. It wasn't even that. It was like you're gonna hurt someone, or
Yeah.
you're not gonna play when you need to,
Yeah.
because you don't have drumsticks in your hands right now. I
Was
was like,
it
as long as he has a pair of drumsticks in his hands, I don't care what he does. But it was like,
Were the songs drumstick throwing worthy?
It was
no.
a pep rally.
Yeah, it was a pep
So-
rally, and so he was just like tossing them to people and like
Yeah.
having them toss them back. But for the pep band stuff, you have to be ready to just play immediately, because like you play when like people score points or things like that. And there's a certain time frame that you have to play within, because if you play over that time frame, you can get the team penalized. So it's like it's down to the second. And it's like not necessarily that serious, but when he is the best drummer and one of the two drummers, we need him.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sounds
now that
like
we've
so
talked
long ago,
crap
yeah.
about somebody, let's go to the next song.
I was kidding. I have no beef with you if you listening right now for some reason.
That would be
I think
hilarious.
you're great. I
He's
think you're
stalking
so
you guys now.
Yeah, I think you're so
He's
talented.
right over
I'm
it.
butthurt that you don't like me. Talk to me. Text me. We still need a drummer.
I think I've captured you like the sun captures your eyes. I think I've mentioned you a couple hundred times to my Lord. Praying to see you, praying to see you once more. Lord knows if I do. It's so long what happened? My confidence, precedent I know. Something seems to show. Walking out of the blue. Wake up, a face I need you. I practice like you're watching. I care about what you think of me. Attention is what I need from you. You're across the state, yes I am too. But I'll be praying to see you, praying to drive down to see you too. Lord knows if we do, so I'm screwed. What happened to my confidence? Precedent I know. Second seems to show. Keep walking, your eyes so blue. Wake up, a face I need you. I need Something happens when I see you. My brain walks out and leaves the room. Something happens when I see you. Something happens when I see you. love that riff. So country.
I love like the first line and then the last line. I think were like my favorites. Like capturing your eyes one, and then the my brain walks out the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh.
That's called aphasia, and I didn't know this, by the way, but anyone who does not know it, aphasia is the part of your brain that makes the decisions, I think. Something like that. It's part of your brain. So I was thinking like, oh, like this person makes me so nervous, I can't. I act like a fool around them. That's why are you laughing?
I'm thinking about my stories. Of like guys that I've liked, and I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh, yeah.
I just think,
Oh yeah, give us some tea. We've told
for
you a
real,
lot.
for real.
well, the worst one, I think I kind of convinced a guy that maybe I was like into cannibalism.
Oh,
Oh,
my
That's
gosh.
so crazy.
Go off!
That
How do you
is
convince a guy that
pretty-
you're
I
into
didn't-
cannibalism? And also, what was his reaction to that?
Well,
So I want to know for myself, because I got some guys that like need to skedaddle, you know?
Yeah.
let's see. Well, I don't think I've told anyone. No, I think maybe I've told like one person this or something.
Secret times.
But we were like walking and talking like down on like the road or something. It was like a youth group trip, and he was talking about like weird things that he would eat. Yeah, like it wasn't the best choice of a crush. I don't. Hopefully he's not listening to this, but
Honestly, yeah, like I feel like sometimes my crushes, I'm like, why did I like you after I'm done? I'm like,
I
oh.
think it's like if you talk to me long enough, it
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
That's so true.
yeah, you like forget that like you can have standards.
Yeah.
and then you get away from him, and I was like, oh, maybe
And
that
you're
wasn't the best
"Ooh,"
idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was talking about he would eat like I think it was like chocolate covered spiders or like spiders in the suckers or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Vibes.
well, so previously that day, someone I knew had gotten their appendix taken out. And so
Okay.
I don't know, my mind.
Wild ride. Okay, yeah, so somebody had to get their appendix.
So I don't know, my mind was on that, and then he said like, "Oh yeah, I want to try the spider suckers." I didn't know how to respond to that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and like, my mind just went blank.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta say something because there's this awkward silence, and then my brain was like, okay, what's something weird to eat? And I was like, oh, the appendix. And I said to him, I want to eat your appendix.
Not the person that got removed. You want to remove? Oh my goodness!
Like,
I love
yeah.
that. That's like kind of romantic though.
That
It's
is
just like,
so
how did
weird.
he react?
I
I don't
mean-
know if you're weird like that.
If he's into cannibalism and wants to be my first
Yeah,
victim,
no,
I
there's
don't
like
know.
all those metaphors about like vampirism and like cannibalism as like forms of love.
If somebody said that to me, I would blush so hard.
For
I'd be like,
He did it-
No,
he just-
you do not.
He just looked at me and like stared at me and was like, what the heck? And then like walked away.
Oh, you scared him off. Well, that's how you know he's like
Only
not
for a
good
little bit.
anyways. You know, like if he stayed around and he's like, okay, then I'd be like, you know, maybe you're a man I can be around. You know, I can't.
I'm gonna
I have a
start
hard
saying-
time being around men right now. So.
I want to eat your appendix.
I'm gonna say that to my girlfriend when I get home.
She would love that.
She probably
That's so
would.
weird.
She's insane. I love her.
Maybe I should own it. I should like make it a thing.
Yeah. Ooh, make that like a song or something. Do some sort of like cannibalism metaphor. That's a big
Yeah, I
thing
could take
in
that away.
media.
I
Yeah.
don't
You
know.
could probably do something with that.
Cannibalism kind of makes me sick.
Yeah, Vienna is hemophobic. Hemophobic.
I don't like blood. And also,
Is that what that means?
Yeah. He
I'm
like
a-
pricked his finger on one of his heartstrings the other day, and he like turned pale and like had to take deep
yeah.
breaths.
That was pretty bad. But no, I am a ginger, and so growing up, I was always called a cannibalism and soulless. Yeah, that's a thing.
I knew the
I didn't
soulless
know
part.
about
I
the
didn't know.
cannibal
Yeah.
part, yeah.
I think there was like a Vine or something way back when, and it was like a ginger girl holding up a ginger ale, and she's like, made with real ginger. And people took that and they made fun of me like crazy, especially my siblings. And I was like, no, you guys, I swear I'm not a cannibal. That's so gross. And
I
nobody
remember
believed
too
me.
when we had like online like pandemic Schoology learning together for our English class, and we had to like record a few prompts from like these daily writing prompts that we had to do. And I vividly remember because I don't think I was like really friends with you yet, and I still didn't really like you. He made a whole rant about people calling him Ginger, and I was like, this little sissy. Like,
Okay, it does get to you after your whole
no, that's
life.
valid though. But I just thought it was so funny in the moment of like this
Yeah,
kid
that's
that I
pretty-
didn't like
that's
was
pretty
like.
pathetic.
Like genuinely upset, like being like, "Stop calling me Ginger! I'm not soulless. You need." And I was,
Okay, and to be fair, I was partly joking too. Lily just can't read my
think he was.
sarcasm from back then. But no, most of it I was like pretty upset.
Your hair's like more like ginger tinted though.
He's got like,
It's like a-
highlights in his
Yeah,
hair
I
right
did-
now. He
I did
bleached his
bleach
hair.
it.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
like because
It's
I'm
a
like
lot
it looks
darker
more like
usually.
maybe like a strawberry blonde, but it
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. I bleached it and I regret it. I miss my dark red hair, but I don't know. I just wanted
Wait,
to
have I
change.
seen the ginger hair? And I just
Probably it was
Back when he had a buzz cut, though, I think.
yeah, when I didn't have much hair to see.
see. I don't remember either of those things.
Yeah, I've been working hard not to buzz my head. And I just have the
Me
urge
too.
every 8 months, and I love having a buzzed head, but I don't like how it looks. But it's still it overcomes everything within me
Yeah.
to not buzz my head. So I'm really trying hard. This is the longest my hair has been in a long time.
Yeah, I shaved my head almost 3 years ago, I think now. And before that, I kept cutting it, and then I finally was like, I'm gonna let it grow out, and I let it grow out, and that same morning that I shaved my head, I turned to my friend, I was like, I think I'm finally happy with my hair length, like it's finally long enough. And then it was in what's the word that I'm looking for right now? There was a student at our school that was diagnosed with cancer, and it was in solidarity. Like, they had like a whole event at the school where we shaved our heads. So that morning I told my friend that, and then 5th period I walk in and I'm bald.
oh wait, so like in the span of you didn't like go home or
No,
was it-
I did it in the gym. Like, they had like just chairs and they just shaved your
okay.
head for you.
Yeah, they did it like skin tight too. Like it was bold.
Did anyone
Yeah,
get
I
any
was
like
bald.
nicks or anything?
Oh yeah, my
That's
math
rough.
teacher, she's the one that gave me a buzz cut, and she like cut the crap out of the back of my neck. And then our choir teacher the next day, I sat on the choir room stage and he cleaned it up for me. But it was so fun, and since then I think about buzzing my hair, but I do like having long hair. But I went to Costa Rica this summer for a study abroad,
Ooh.
and it was awesome, but it was so hot, and I was like, I need this hair off of my head. I need a razor right now, and if somebody gave me clippers, I would have shaved my head on that trip, so.
That would have been awesome. Like,
Just coming back bald. No, that was my favorite thing, because I just walked into class after lunch, like, bald.
Yeah.
And I was like
remember.
walking through the hallways, like people that saw me that morning with hair were like grimacing at me.
Were you the only girl to?
I was
shave
the
your
only
head?
girl to shave my
I can't
head.
remember anyone.
The main reason I did it was like I was kind of looking for an excuse to shave my head anyways, and all these boys were coming in with like already like really short buzz cuts and then basically like just getting a trim.
Yeah.
And I was like, that ain't fun, you know?
Yeah. It's also that it's not that much of a.
Sacrifice or a
Sacrifice,
difference, like
right.
it'll grow back in a couple weeks, you know? I still haven't reached the length that I was, but I thought that was more meaningful, and I thought it was cool, and it's a good experience, and everybody should shave their head once, at least.
That kind of thing. I was thinking, I think it was last night. I was like, what if I just like buzz my hair off?
You should.
I like the idea of like, oh, it's probably better for my hair and for my scalp and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like
Yeah.
good for like, cause like I had pretty fried hair too, and that was like part of the reason I was just looking for an excuse to do it. But it's also like it forces you to see yourself in a different way.
Yeah.
And something I found, like, as a woman especially, like, some of the guys that had previously, like, been kind of talking to me and that I thought were friends and, like, hung around, after I shaved my head, they stopped talking to me, and I realized that they didn't actually like me, they just were hanging out because of the way that I looked, I think.
Wow.
And there was a very big difference, like, even walking down the hallway, the reaction that I got from the men in the hallway versus the women, like, all the women were like, wow, that's so cool, like, maybe I should, you know? And all these boys would grimace as I walked down the hallways. So it's kind of a cool little social experiment, but it
Yeah.
kind of shows you who is important, I guess, in a way. And also just it forces you to be more confident in yourself, because I used to hide behind my hair a lot, you know.
I'm making that face. Like,
Yeah,
that's
she's-
probably me.
But and also just like I don't know, it shows you a different like form of femininity, I think, as a woman. Like something about being like bald as hell is so funny. And people will look at you differently, but it's in a good way, in my opinion. Like, it really shows, like, what matters truly. So, I think next time I see you, I'm hoping you have a bald head.
What if I just put on a bald cap instead?
That would
You
work
can
for
shave
me.
it, and you can put, like, designs and stuff in it, too. That's what I did. I had so much fun growing it out. I had, like, one of those, like, really awful mullets for a little while, and I still think about that mullet sometimes. Like, I think about shaving my head solely so I can grow it back out into a mullet.
Yeah.
Like, I think about that mullet all the time.
But she would never cut her hair to be a mullet. It has to be
No, it has to be shaved.
Grown into.
Because if you cut your hair into a mullet, like, you're a sissy.
That's what I did.
Nah, you gotta go all the way.
Yeah. I don't have a mullet anymore, by the way. Thank goodness.
For those of you that can't see us, yeah, the image just has, like, long,
I just have like
strawberry blonde.
I have like a shaggy emo cut right now.
Yeah, you're, like, almost emo.
I have to comb it back for work, and I don't like it. But then I get home and I brush it all into my face.
Oh, so emo.
I'm so emo.
I need you guys to understand that
I'm not
emo and goth and alt are music-based subgenres, like subcultures.
Yeah.
And saying you're emo because you wear black nail polish and have your hair in your face like Vienna does
I have
does
purple
not
nail
mean. Oh, he has
polish.
purple nail polish on right now. Does not mean you are part of said subculture.
Okay.
I will die on this hill.
Well, I hope you do. I'm just kidding. No, I only listen to some emo music, but I do want to get more into looking emo, but I do not want to listen to much more emo music.
You're so lame.
Yeah, I'm a poser.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
care.
a poser.
I just like how piercings and long hair.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna give Lily? Are you gonna give him like a makeover? Like,
Dude, that would be sick. Can I give you a makeover? Can I dye your hair?
Yeah, straighten my hair, dye it, give me piercings, give me tattoos. The dichotomy of it all is just crazy. That's a
I know
reference.
exactly what you're referencing, and I hate it. But no, there is a difference between like looking alt and saying that you are alt,
Mhm.
quote unquote, too. For those of you out there that are saying you're goth and you're not, and for those of you out there that keep calling me goth, I'm not goth. Anyways, we're gonna finish up our last song because we've been rambling for a very long
Yeah, I kind of
time.
realized that.
We've just been talking about hair for like 20 minutes.
Has it been that long?
I don't know. It's been a long. We're at an hour and 40 minutes right now.
I was thinking probably maybe by like 10 or something. It's probably.
Yeah. Well, this is our last song.
Okay,
Yeah.
last
So
song.
yeah,
This one is Boil the Water.
thank you guys so much for listening in. Come to our gig on Saturday at ENP's from 6 to
Boil the water, I'm tired of waiting for something to happen so we can start changing. It's all just a mindset and it's kinda scary how it's become normal for so many to hate the existence of people you haven't met, to read and believe all you see on the internet. It's your fear they want that's your most vulnerable state. It just so happens when you're scared, you often mask it with hate. To our phones, this screwed up world we all created. We as a people have gotten so jaded to killing our kids and hearing nothing about it. 'Cause in the end, they are just our statistics. One man dies and suddenly we care, 'cause he happened to be louder than our children's despair.
favorites.
That's why we saved it.
What's the preacher one? I'm
Holly.
my own preacher.
Oh,
Yeah, that one's called Holly.
Yeah, we didn't play any of our acoustic songs tonight because we didn't
Yeah.
want to bring both guitars, but that's one of my favorite harmonies.
But we're gonna have those at the gig on Saturday.
Ooh, yeah. Now it's from 6 to 7.
6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was at 7. So
No,
that's good
it's
that
at
it's
6.
I know
Yeah.
now.
6 at Mia's and Pia's Pizzeria.
This Saturday.
Or look us up on Instagram at
Yeah.
City Blooms Band, all lowercase.
We have to pronunciate really hard because so many people mishear us.
Yeah, they think we're City Blues.
Oh.
City Blooms, as in
Oh,
flowers.
really?
Oh, did you think we were City Blues?
No, I
Oh.
was talking to my boyfriend about how you guys got your name, and I was like, I think I know why they're called City Blooms.
Tell us what you think.
Because Vienna's a city and you're a flower.
Yes!
Yeah,
Thank
see,
you.
get it.
We spent so long picking band names, and that was the first suggestion that I had, and Vienna said he hated it. And after like 3 hours of sitting there talking
3
about
hours,
band
like,
names, he finally was like, what was that one at the beginning that you suggested? And I was like, City Blooms, and he's like, yeah, I think I like that one.
Yeah. Well,
Ugh.
I still. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You still don't like it?
It's not my favorite.
I like it. I think it's
I like
cool.
it, but
I think it makes sense. Did you?
And it's memorable because of our
Yeah.
names. That's why
Yeah,
I
exactly.
made it like that.
Okay, you were thinking that prior. You're like,
Yeah.
what do I do?
Yeah. I don't know. No, this is a terrible thing to say, but I think it's too sissy.
We are sissy. Have you heard our songs?
Yeah, we are pretty sissy.
We're, if you wanted like a hardcore name, you gotta start like
Yeah,
adding a
I
little
gotta
bit more
start.
distortion to your sound.
Yeah.
Oh, we were also thinking about Head Rushers or something. That was like one of the
What?
contenders. It was like Head Rush
Something
or
like that.
something, and I was like, that sounds like a rock band.
Yeah, that's a cool name, but I would think a lot heavier.
City Blooms has like that serenity. I think that a
Yeah.
lot of our songs have.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're at City Blooms Band on Instagram. We have all of our concert information and clips, and we let you know when we're going to be at open mics. So we'd love to see you there on Saturday. We are absolutely stoked to play for me and Pia's.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us. This
Thank
was so much
you.
fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's been a while since we've just been able to like have fun
Mhm.
while we played because we've been so stressed. So this is great.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't think talking usually is fun, but it was this
We
time,
love
so.
it, yeah.
Oh, we are always yapping. That's why we're always behind, is because we
Yeah.
spend most of our time talking about things rather than
Lily's always like, "You want to get food? I'm really hungry." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then we sit and eat and talk for hours.
for like literally hours before we even
Alright,
start
practice
playing.
is over. We
Yeah.
can practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk for more time than we
For
rehearse.
real.
So
Awesome, everyone. Go check out City Blooms and go to their gig over at Mia's and Pia's Saturday at 7. This is KTEC 89.
At
6!
6.
I did it! At 6!
6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Not
That was
7.
funny.
I just. Alright, everyone, this is the Discovery Hour. We're going to be back again next week at 8 p.m. with our regular hours. You're listening to KTEC 89.5. We're going to get back to our regular air music.
Woo.